things like that. People's lives are never worth less than material objects, and we work to increase law enforcement response time. There should be no need for anyone to be required to defend themselves or their property at a legal level.
The party's position be the area of using short killing, using what is necessary to defend your property. So in other words, do what is necessary to stop the intrusion from taking place.
I believe that property and families, especially in remote areas where police response times are actually quite high. I believe we need to broaden the definition of defense in the criminal code, section 34, to include the use of firearms when a licensed and trained firearm owner is threatened by a criminal. Especially in scenarios where a warning shot is fired to deter criminal actions on your land or your home, and the criminal is wounded. You shouldn't be arrested for using your firearm for your own protection.
Yeah, to start, I'll say self-defense is a fundamental right for all Canadians. If you feel that your life is being threatened, and I'm not talking about your property being threatened, I mean that is serious, but if your life is threatened, you have every right to defend your life and the life of your family members, and the Conservative government supports that. Now, under the Conservatives, the Justice Department will not be used as a tool to punish Canadians who act in self-defense. Obviously, there's limitations to self-defense. You can't just shoot somebody for maybe trespassing on your property. There needs to be strong limitations. But if you feel that your life is at a threat, you have every right to defend yourself. And our priority as a government is to ensure that these situations don't happen in the first place. And that's why we need to have strong deterrence so that people are discouraged from targeting rural homeowners.
I guess I'm back on again. Next question under the same area. And Dane will be the first to answer this one. What steps, if any, do you or your party feel should be taken to curb gun violence in Canada?
Well, I'll say off the top, I don't really, I don't believe in the term gun violence. I believe in violence committed with firearms because it's not guns that are responsible, it's people that are responsible for committing crimes. And so, under Conservative government, we're not going to target law-abiding firearms owners with ridiculous bans and mountains of paperwork and technicalities where people are being sent to jail for storage mistakes. We're going to focus on getting tough on people who are actually committing crimes. And this is where the new technology comes in. There's great new X-ray technologies, artificial intelligence technologies. We need to stop the flow of illegal firearms coming through from the United States. And by shutting the flow of illegal firearms, we can ensure that only legal firearms, there's always going to be people who have firearms, and it's illegal. And we need to ensure that those people are punished and that we prevent those crimes from happening. But we need to put a throttle hold on the flow of illegal firearms from the United States, and we need to use all the technologies at our disposal. We also need to use all the technologies, as Cass has said many times, mental health is a key issue. We're seeing these mass shootings in the United States. They're often committed by people with serious mental health issues. We need to empower law enforcement to identify those who are risks before they commit mass crimes, rather than asking ourselves, how could we have missed this after the crimes?
As per our election platform, the Green Party would ensure illegal handguns are intercepted and kept out of our communities. To do this, we'd improve Canadian Border Services Agency resources to weapons smuggling, as well as launch a confidential buyback program for handguns and assault weapons. Personally, I appreciate living in the nation we live in, where gun violence doesn't seem to be as huge of a problem as it is for our neighbors to the south. I personally think it comes down to education and responsibility. And as Dave mentioned, it's not guns that kill people, it's the people using the guns. Speaking to constituents in our riding, I have not had one person convey concerns to me about this issue.
The public viewpoint would differ, well not differ, just looks like the perspective is really restrict the people who with mental diseases or mentally unstable, definitely have clear restrictions on those people's use of arms. That would make a big difference, and definitely anybody who, the law exists already, but anybody who's not allowed to have arms, then the penalties for just having one really increase to reduce their accessibility or the consequences should they have one.
Well, it's kind of hard to go last on this topic, but like both Dave and Cass said, banning guns in Canada is not the solution to stopping violence. Guns do not kill people, people kill people. It's pretty simple. I own numerous rifles. Some of them I have an SKS, a shotgun, 22 I like to go hunting and target shooting for stress relief. That does not mean I'm going to go out on a mass shooting spree just because I'm a legal gun owner. I am trained, I'm certified, I have my PAL, everything's good. We do need to stop illegal guns into Canada though from the US and from overseas. I do know some cases where individuals have managed to acquire fully armed missile launchers through Canada Post. They have been reported to the police, but yes, it is possible. It's $300 to get one.
First time that he speaks very well. Well, he does safety for a living. He's a safety consultant, so he speaks to rooms this size full of construction workers and recites safety to them. So he's pulling a little of that out today, but he is actually doing really, really well with this.
The People's Party does have an entire platform on firearms and restructuring our firearms acts and not punishing law-abiding gun owners. And it's actually a really good read. So you can go take a look at our platform at thepeoplespartyofcanada.ca. You can read up on it.
Thank you. Okay, now we're moving on to the next area, which is police resources, funding, and emergency responders. With all forms of government struggling with the rising costs of policing across Canada, police organizations are stretched to meet all of new security and public safety demands. A shift in traditional policing models to one of community policing that reduces crime through relationship building has proven to be effective. Visibility of police officers in our schools as student resource officers has proven to support youth at risk. Communities find it challenging to fund these programs on a local basis, as is seen as a function above the current minimum policing standards. The question is, what changes to legislation are required to the current public safety model to address the funding model to include community policing across Canada?
That's how I start. I'd say before we make any changes to our public safety model, we need to conduct a gap analysis. Now, I've been working in health and safety for the past 16 years in various industries, mainly oil and gas, and that is what we do when we have bad incidents. We go through our programs, figure out what's working versus what's not, and then we come up with an action plan and implement them accordingly. I know my personal views, our police services should not be limited on their funding. It shouldn't be a question. It should always be funded to protect Canadians.
Yeah, so I mean, the question here is, it's all about trade-offs. I mean, we could say on the stage that we want more funding for this, more funding for that, but as people in the crowd know here, taxpayers are taxed on the hill right now. And with the province saying that it's looking at maybe downloading costs, more costs on the rural municipalities, we can't afford to pay more for this. So what we need is government to come up with creative solutions to use the limited resources we have to have the maximum effect. And so I think our party's platform, we had some announcement recently where we're introducing a tax credit for volunteer first responders. You know, so many of the jobs of police officers and reservists in the military, such as myself, We're dealing with flooding, we're dealing with forest fires. Those are resources that are being, police are dealing with that, they're being distracted. So if we can get more volunteers to this tax credit, I think that would do a great deal to augment our forces. I also recently learned that there is a RCMP reserve force. It's made up of ex-RCMP officers. It's a tough job. There's a lot of burnout. There's low morale in the RCMP right now. And if people can join this reserve force, it's a little more laid back. It's less money to be paid. It's less medical benefits, but it can really augment our resources. And the government only allows 400 people to be reservists. Now, I'm a reservist in the Canadian Armed Forces. We need to augment this RCMP reserve force. We need thousands of RCMP reservists. They could be out there on the streets doing the day-to-day jobs that can keep our communities safe. And they cost much less than a full-time RCMP officer. And so that's how we can do this, we can save money, and we can also increase policing.
So many issues we classify as criminal justice issues are better addressed as health and social issues. Frontline police officers will be the first to tell you that they are not trained to address the underlying causes of crime, such as addictions, poverty, social exclusion, and homelessness. So we need to enable the police to access community partners and resources in an integrated way while improving police training and legislation. We also propose a tax credit for firefighters in emergency response. And we'd also we don't really see taxes being raised in this way because our plan, a lot of the money to pay for various social services and increases in police, law enforcement, etc.,